Hey guys, welcome back. Let's talk about more text stuff. So we're going to be talking about this. This might be the last video. There's not a lot to cover here, but there are a few things. So what we're going to do is we're going to target these paragraph elements, and we do that using the P tag right there. And what we're going to be doing is setting letter spacing first. So this is how far apart each letter will appear in pixels from other letters. So let's go ahead and set letter dash spacing. And this is the default style of writing properties in CSS. When it's more than one word, usually, off the top of my head, I don't think any instance that I've seen otherwise, but the words are going to be separated with a dash. So just so you guys know, that's the convention there. Now, letter spacing, it takes one value as an argument, and it's simply the pixel size that you want to separate letters by. So if I say 2 pixels and end the line with a semicolon, I'm going to go ahead and save this, Control S, and then refresh the page here, and you'll see the text is now separated more. And we could go nuts with this one and separate each letter by 20 pixels, making the page completely unreadable, or rather looking like it's from the 90s, which was a good set of years, the 90s. Now this also works in reverse, so you can set it to 2 pixels or you can set it to -2 pixels. And when you set it to negative 2 pixels, they just go closer together and they can become hard to read as well. So if I set it to -20 pixels, we've got this kind of backwards text that doesn't flow properly. So that is letter spacing. Now you can also do the same thing with words. So word spacing. And the values for this is essentially the same as they are for letter spacing. So we're going to set the word spacing to 2 pixels apart and then save and refresh. And there are 2 spaces or 2 pixels between each word. Now we can set that insanely high as well, like 20 pixels, and refresh. And this is what our text looks like now. And this also works in reverse. So we can set it to -20 pixels, and our text looks like this, all messed up. So that's letter spacing and word spacing. And those don't really get used a whole lot, but you're going to use it to add just a little bit more TLC to your web pages as you create them, or tender loving care. We're going to be really attempting to make things look nice, and nice is very subjective, and that's why it's difficult to learn CSS as a concept as opposed to CSS as a technology, because CSS as a technology is simple. The syntax is simple, but when you're designing things, design theory comes into play, and you're going to adopt your own style. For instance, some of the things that we create in this video later on, you might not like the way that I make it look. And so you have full freedom to then, as you're following along, make them look how you like them to look. And that's completely normal to adopt your own style, and it's actually good. So that's a bit more about text, and we might do a little more. Yeah, so join me in the next video.